Good afternoon, children. Today I will explain about the liquefaction of gases. Liquefaction means the gas is converted into liquid. Gas is converted into liquid. So, what are the main conditions for the conversion of gas into liquid means? We know that first one is low temperature and high pressure. Low temperature and high pressure. Now first write the side heading. After write the 2 points. First point, gases and liquids are different in intermolecular distances. First point. Second point, gas converted into liquid by lowering temperature or increasing pressure. Okay, now Andrews experiment. Andrews experiment. Andrews experiment. Don't write, first listen my class carefully, all of you. Andrews taken CO2 gas for this liquefaction of the gas. So carbon dioxide is a gas. Carbon dioxide is a gas. This gas is converted into liquid by applying some temperature and pressure conditions. The graph is first one. This is he was draw a graph between pressure and volume. He observed first one. This graph observed at 273 Kelvin. This graph observed at 294 Kelvin. Okay, this graph observed at 304 Kelvin. This graph observed at above 304, that is 323 Kelvin. Okay, Nana? In this graph, this point is A, B, C, D. This point is E, F, G, H. I, J, K, L, M. Right? First 273 Kelvin means absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature. At this temperature, initially this is the pressure. This is the pressure. And this is the volume of the gas. This is maintained at 273 Kelvin. 273 Kelvin is nothing but 0 degree centigrade, that is absolute zero. At absolute zero temperature, at low pressure, complete gaseous carbon dioxide we observe. But as the pressure increases, the gaseous molecules comes very close. As the pressure increases, the gaseous molecules comes very close. Exactly at point B, the gaseous molecules starts converting into liquid. I will give notes, don't write, first listen. Exactly at point B, the gaseous carbon dioxide molecules start liquefaction, means start conversion into liquid. So they are maintained B to C point as a liquid conversion. After point C, they are completely converted into liquids. Okay. So once after, this is the low pressure, this is the high pressure. Okay. Now change the temperature, and after that change the pressure also. Now check that same carbon dioxide gas at 294 Kelvin. At 294 Kelvin, Initially, carbon dioxide gases we observed. So pressure is low pressure here. As the pressure increases, exactly at point F, that CO2 gaseous molecules start conversion into liquid. And at this high pressure, that gaseous carbon dioxide molecules start conversion into completely liquid, and after reaching to the point G, they are completely converted into liquids. Only liquid molecules are observed after the increasing the pressure. Okay, so in 273 Kelvin and at 294 Kelvin, we observe the same type of liquefaction process. Now come to the 304 temperature. Initially at low pressure, only gaseous particles are present. As increase the pressure on the gaseous molecules, they start conversion into liquid. Exact at point J, those are gaseous molecules are completely converted into liquid. There is no this type of conversion process because high pressure we are applied here. Completed conversion into gas to liquid at point J. After that, only liquid molecules we observed. Okay. Now at 323 Kelvin temperature, means above 304 Kelvin temperature, we will apply more pressure on the gaseous molecules, but there is no use. Only gaseous particles are present more than 304 Kelvin. Okay, Nana. So this portion shows only this is the liquid conversion process. After that, only liquids are present. But above 304 Kelvin temperature, if you apply more pressure but no use, only gaseous particles are present. So this Andrews experiment tells that they maintain a critical temperature for any gas. Any gas means only some gases are converted into liquids. Such gases maintain a critical temperature. Critical temperature means above the temperature, there is no chance for conversion of gas into liquid, even you applied more pressure. That temperature range or temperature limit is called critical temperature. That critical temperature is, write TC. TC means critical temperature. So critical temperature means the temperature above which a gas cannot be liquefied. However, we applied the high pressure. Okay. For carbon dioxide critical temperature is 304 Kelvin, because above 304 temperature, if you apply more pressure, there is no use for conversion of gas into liquid, because if you apply any much of pressure, there is no chance for conversion of gas into liquid. Okay, another word, that is critical pressure. Critical pressure means at critical temperature, how much pressure is we applied on the gas. That pressure is called critical pressure. And last one, critical volume. Critical volume means at critical temperature and critical pressure, the gas occupies how much volume. That volume is called critical volume. These three are called simply critical terms. Right. Now write the notes. I will explain. So I will dictate to you. Write quickly all of you. First write the side heading Andrews experiment. Next draw this diagram. After that write first one. Observe 4 isotherms for CO2 at temperature 273 Kelvin, 294 Kelvin, 304 Kelvin, 323 Kelvin. Okay. First side heading. At 273 Kelvin. Write in bracket absolute zero. Absolute zero. Okay. Write down. Increasing pressure, decreasing volume, and at point B, the gas starts liquefying and its pressure remains same. In BC, liquid and vapors of the gas coexist. Full stop. At point C, the gas gets completely liquefied. Okay, next one. At 294 Kelvin. At 294 Kelvin. Same like above. Because same explanation, right? Directly, no need to write not explanation. Same like above. Okay. Next one after that. Next slide heading. At 304 Kelvin. At 304 Kelvin. Horizontal portion of the curve almost disappears. And CO2 remains in the gaseous state. CO2 remains in the gaseous state means not observe this type of lines in 304. Only observe this type of line means these are all gaseous materials. There is no chance for the liquefaction after 304. Completed. Next one. At 323K. At 323K and above. And above. Write down. Gas does not liquefy. However, large the pressure of the gas may be. Full stop. The gas is said to be critical state. So the corresponding T, comma, P, comma, V of the gas are called capital letters. Are called TC, comma, PC, comma, VC. Okay, completed. Next slide heading critical temperature. Critical temperature. TC. Critical temperature. The temperature above which a gas cannot be liquefied, however large its pressure may be. Now write down for CO2 TC equal to 304 Kelvin. Next slide heading. Critical pressure. Critical pressure PC. The pressure of the gas corresponding to the critical temperature. Next slide heading. Critical volume. VC. The volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas under critical temperature and pressure. Okay, Nana? So Andrew's experiment explanation is completed. Now we calculate the critical constants, means that TC, PC, VC formulas. First, we know that for 1 mole gas, Van der Waals equation is P plus A by V square into V minus V equal to RT. Okay, multiply P into V, PV plus A into V square into V. So VV cancel A by V. A by V. Next, P into minus V minus PV. Okay, A by V square into minus V minus AB by V square is equal to RT. Now here only two denominators are there, that V and V square, LCM is V square. So Now by 1 is there, 1 how much of v square? 1 v square there. So v square into pvq plus v how much of v square? V is into v. So a into v, ab minus there is only one means p b v square minus v square only one there. So ab is equal to rp. Equal to rp. This v square move to that side, then pvq plus ab minus pvv square minus ab is equal to rpv square. Okay, now both sides divided with p. So by p means this is vq plus ab by p minus pp cancel bv square minus ab by p equal to rp v square by p. Okay, now this term move to this side, vq plus this is v square term, so move to this side, ab by p minus bv square minus ab by p minus rtv square by p equal to 0. Now here this is v cube term. Next v square terms, these two are v square terms. Take the combined one. Next this is v term. This is constant. Write that one. V cube. This is minus v square. This is rt by p v square. Take common v minus b plus rt by p into v square. Next v term plus a by p into v. Next last one constant ab by p equal to 0. Okay, this is one equation. I think it is not visible to you. Okay, right. Okay, Nana. But we know that what is the volume? What is the volume of the liquefied gas? That volume. This is equation 1, Nana. Equation 1. We know that. V is equal to Vc. V equal to Vc means at constant at critical volume, the gas volume of the gas or volume of the liquid is V. Okay, so these two must be equal at critical conditions. Then this Vc move to this side, V minus Vc equal to 0. Now both sides cube means both sides cubing a square, no change in the value. So V minus Vc whole cube equal to 0. This is a minus b whole cube. A minus b whole cube means a cube means b cube minus 3a square b minus 3b square vc. Next plus ab square, so plus 3b vc square. Last one minus b cube vc whole cube equal to 0. This is equation 2. Now comparing the VQ term in both equations, comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2 equations. Okay, Nana? Comparing 1 and 2. So V cube, there is no terms, but for V square terms, minus 3 minus this value. So this is 3 into Vc. Yes, 3 Vc equal to B plus RT by P. Next V term, this is V term. 3 Vc square is equal to 3 Vc square is equal to A by P. Last one constant Vc cube is equal to AB by P. These are the values coming from the comparing 1 and 2. This is equation number 3. This is equation number 4. This is equation number 5. Okay. By solving these three equations, directly I will given. Okay. By solving these three equations, we got these are the important. Listen all of you carefully. B. We know that B, that is van der Waals constant, that B is equal to Vc by 3. This is one equation. Remember all of you. And Vc equal to Vc is equal to 3V. This is one equation. Next, Pc equal to A by 27B square and Tc is equal to 8A by 27 RB. This is one more equation. And for A equal to 3 Pc Vc square, right? And gas constant R is equal to 8 Pc Vc by 3 Tc. 3 Tc. Okay. These are the important. Directly, just no need to practice all these steps. Directly remember how can we calculate the van der Waals constant A and B values by using critical constants, either Pc, Vc or Tc values. This is gas constant by using critical constants. This is by using A and B, van der Waals constant, we can calculate the critical constant values Vc, Pc and Tc. Directly remember only these formulas. And one more formula. That is ZC. Actually Z means compressibility factor. So ZC means critical. Okay, critical compressibility factor, ZC is equal to PCVC by RTC. This is equal to 0.375. Okay, where ZC is equal to critical, right here, critical compressibility factor. Okay, Rana? So this concept is completed, right? Just remember this. These 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equations only, right? Right. So this Andrews experiment explained very simply, not only lowering temperature, not only applying the high pressure, you have to maintain these two conditions. Okay. Now write the point. Andrews shows that gases cannot be liquefied by the application of pressure alone. Full stop. They must first be cooled below their critical temperatures and then subjected to adequate pressure to cause liquefaction. Completed. Okay, so liquefaction of gases concept is completed, but the continuation concepts are there. First one is, next one, Joule-Thomson effect. Joule-Thomson effect means if you take a gas, okay, in a balloon, just make a hole, then the gas comes out through a small aperture. Once observed that gas at a particular below temperatures, the temperature that gas will cool. That gas will cool. After passing through that hole, that gas will be cool. The reason is expanding takes place. But here Joule-Thomson observed that after below some particular temperature we observed this type of cooling. So that temperature is called inversion temperature. The temperature is called inversion temperature. And it is denoted by the symbol Ti. What is Joule-Thomson effect? Joule-Thomson effect, when a compressed gas is allowed to escape, I will give notes. Is allowed to escape through a small hole, cooling takes place. This one is called Joule-Thomson effect actually. But that cooling observed below some temperature, the temperature is called inversion temperature. Okay, the Ti is equal to, one more for inversion temperature, I already given this one. That formula is 2A by RB. Inversion temperature formula. This is inversion temperature formula. Sometimes above the temperature we observe the heating process. Above that particular temperature we observe the heating process. Below that particular temperature we observe the cooling process. So exactly at the temperature there is no cooling, there is no heating. That temperature is called inversion temperature. Okay, what is Joule-Thomson effect, Nana? A compressed gas is allowed to escape through a small hole. That gas is cooled. This process is called Joule-Thomson effect actually. But this process observed only at below one temperature. The temperature zone is called inversion temperature. Okay, above the temperature we observe the heating process also. Okay, so here we discussed about Joule-Thomson effect and inversion temperature. Now write the notes. Citing Joule-Thomson effect, actually in our book, in Singh's book, notes is given neatly. When a compressed gas is allowed to expand through a small orifice, means ORIFICE, through a small hole, through a small orifice, cooling effect is caused and temperature falls. This is known as Joule-Thomson effect. Full stop. It was later observed that the Joule-Thomson effect is observed only if the gas goes below a certain temperature. Now write in bracket, which is different for different gases. Bracket close. This temperature is called inversion temperature. Write in bracket Ti. Okay. After that, write this formula. Next, A. First point A. Cooling effect is caused by only during expansion if the temperature of the gas is less than its Ti. But write directly cooling effect. Okay. When cooling effect takes place less than Ti. Heating effect takes place. At greater than Ti. C. What is C? The Ti, write C. Exactly at Ti, there is no cooling and there is no heating takes place. Okay, this concept is also completed. Next one. Note, we know that already we discussed about this one. If A value is increases, liquefaction of gas is also increases. What is the reason? Write the point here. Easily liquefiable gases have greater intermolecular forces. Now write this order. SO2 is greater than, NH3 is greater than, H2O is greater than CO2. So on. Actually, these four are most important. Okay, they have high A values. Due to the high values of A, SO2 gas can easily liquefy. Next, NH3. Next what we know that water gas is easily converted into liquid state. Last one, carbon dioxide. But which type of gases are not easily liquefiable? Those are permanent gases. Permanent gases, we know that nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, helium, neon. Due to the less value of A, means there is no high interactions or attractions between the gaseous molecules. But here, if A value increases, the interaction between the gaseous particles also increases. So these gases can easily converted into liquids. Next one. We know that about B. What is B? That is excluded volume. Remember about this one, right? Completed this concept also. Next one, heat capacity. Heat capacity means, listen carefully all of you. For example, one gas is given to you. For example, in this one, it is one container. In this one gas is present. Now check what is the temperature of this gas. Okay. For example, temperature of this gas is 11 degrees centigrade. But now increasing 1 degree of the gas, how much heat is required? That required heat is called heat capacity. Heat capacity means the amount of heat is required to raise 1 degree for a gas is called heat capacity. It is denoted by the symbol capital C. Okay, but so many formulas are there, but no need to remember all these formulas. Just directly write the correct one. Heat capacity at constant volume is CV. At constant volume, CV. Another one, heat capacity at constant pressure is Cp. Then what is the relation between Cp and Cv? That is, Cp minus Cv is equal to capital R. Remember this point, all of you. What is the relation between Cp and Cv? Cp minus Cv equal to R. Also write like this, Cp is equal to R plus Cv. By using this ratio of Cp and Cv, okay, ratio of these two, if Cp by Cv value, this is symbol taken this one, this is gamma. Cp by Cv is equal to 1.66. That gas is monoatomic gas. Monoatomic gas means, what are the monoatomic gases? Noble gases. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. These are the monoatomic. Monoatomic means only single atom are present. Okay. If Cp by Cv value is 1.40, that gases are diatomic gases. Okay, Rana. Diatomic gases means H2, N2, O2 and so on. Only two atoms are present in the gas. If Cp by Cv value is 1.33. 1.33. Such gases are triatomic gases. Tri means O3, SO2. Okay, N2O. These are all triatomic gases. Just directly we can tell by using heat capacities ratio, we can easily calculate what type of gas is given. Okay, states of matter total lesson concept is completed. Only MCQs are there. Nearly 4 to 5 days we will solve MCQs problems from this lesson in Singh's book. Okay, Nana? Thank you very much.